Hi, and welcome back to Let's Talk Forex, Alison and Chris. This week we're doing a broker comparison between two of our favorite brokers, XTB and Pepperstone. So please, if you have any questions about either one after you finish listening, just send us a message at podcast@fxscouts.com, or you can get in touch with us on Facebook or Instagram. Thanks so much.
Hey Chris, how's it going today?
Hey Alison, yeah, I'm good. I'm surrounded by boxes. I'm middle of that horrific phase of moving house, which is, it gets so bad before it gets better,
Yeah.
And I'm just at that tipping point now where it's just about the worst it can possibly be.
Oh, no.
Where everything is just in chaos, and you see no light at the end of the tunnel.
Very overwhelming.
Yeah, exactly. And you think you're just going to be living surrounded by boxes for the rest of your life. That's what it feels like.
And you can't get out.
We're getting there.
You can't get out.
Can't get out the front door.
Yeah.
No, can't get out the front door. But yeah, no, we're getting there. We're getting there. I'm fine. I'm taking it all in stride. How are you getting on, Alice?
Yeah, doing well. Well, very happy. Not moving. So I'm doing well comparatively, yeah.
Good.
So I thought we'd just discuss that in 2 weeks' time we're going to be chatting to Caroline Rundle. I'm hoping I'm saying her surname correctly, from Trading Angel. And she's a trading coach, and she has a very interesting trading journey. Yeah, so to all our listeners out there, please keep an ear out for that episode. I think it's going to be a very interesting one. We'll probably get some good advice from her as well.
Yeah, and we'll pop her YouTube channel into the show notes as well, so people can see how she trades and what she does, and give her a like and a subscribe before you listen to her on the podcast. Yeah, really excited about that. That'll be in 2 weeks. So that'll be, what is that? That's the second week of March.
Yeah, that'll be coming out. 13th, I think, of March it'll be coming out.
Superb. Cool. But what are we talking about today, Alison?
Well, today we thought we'd compare two of our favorite brokers side by side to give traders who may be in the process of looking for a new broker a good comparison. It's not easy to find a good broker these days just because of the scams that abound on the internet. And it's also very hard to know who you can trust. We're just so bombarded by ads and people promising that you're going to make guaranteed money. And, it's quite scary, actually, and quite treacherous. But the brokers that we're going to be discussing are some of the top brokers in the industry. So I hope you guys find this very helpful.
Yeah, and they're quite different as well. We're going to be talking about Pepperstone and XTB. If you're familiar with our FX Scouts Broker Awards, we'll pop a link to those as well in the show notes. You'll know that both of these brokers are the recipients of awards. Pretty much every year, I think they win something.
Yeah.
Last year, Pepperstone won our Broker of the Year, and XTB won for Best Platform, which is their own X Station 5, which we're going to be talking about a lot more later on. Yeah, they both have an excellent reputation, and they also both go above and beyond most other brokers in a lot of different areas. So let's get the boring but very important stuff out of the way first. Regulation and protection. Pepperstone is extremely well regulated. It was founded in Australia in 2010 and is regulated by most of the world's top authorities, ASIC in Australia, FCA, UK, CISIC, Cyprus, and I think 3 or 4 other regulators as well. So traders get negative balance protection. Their funds are segregated from Pepperstone's company funds, and traders are treated fairly. It's also an ECN broker, which is becoming more and more rare these days. This means that it does not have a dealing desk, and it sources all its pricing from external liquidity providers. So all of that taken in short, Pepperstone is not going to manipulate your trades in any way to profit from your losses, and your deposits will be safe.
Yeah, and similarly, XTB is also well regulated, and it was founded in Poland in 2002. And so it's got a very long history of responsible brokerage, years under its belt. And it's regulated also by the FCA of the UK, CISIC of Cyprus, and then the KNF of Poland, so the Polish local regulator, and then it's also got a few other authorities around the world. And again, it also provides traders with negative balance protection, so you can't lose more than your initial deposit, and it segregates its client funds from its operating capital. Yeah, so basically, like Pepperstone, you also don't have to worry about the safety of your funds when trading with XTB.
Yeah, they're both similarly very well regulated and very safe to trade with in terms of customer protection. So no problems on either account. But now we can look into the more interesting stuff. So let's look first at what we can trade with each broker. And look, again, Pepperstone is fantastic here. It has over 1,000 share CFDs, more than 100 Forex pairs, which is kind of crazy. And it also offers crypto, though this depends on where you're based. Crypto CFD trading is not available for non-professional UK traders, for instance. They also have a range of indices, commodities, and over 100 exchange-traded funds, ETFs.
Yeah, so I mean, it's pretty much got everything you would need. And XTB is quite similar. It's also got a very good range of instruments. So traders can choose from almost 2,000 share CFDs, so it really shines on that front. It has 57 Forex pairs, not as many as Pepperstone, but still plenty to choose from. And then it's got 49 cryptos. Again, as you mentioned, Chris, you won't be able to trade those in the UK unless you're a professional trader. It's got 150 ETFs, then it's got indices and commodities. I think, though, just based on the fact it's got so many share CFDs to trade, that it's slightly better than Pepperstone because it's also just started a full stockbroking arm with over 3,000 real shares in its offering. But this investment option is only available for traders in the UK at the moment. I think they started that last year, October. I can't actually remember when they started that.
Yeah, it was end of last year.
Of last year. So basically, if you're purely interested in Forex, I think Pepperstone is probably the better choice, just because you've got so much choice. But if you're interested in other assets, or if you're in the UK and you want a low-cost stockbroker, then XTB might be a better choice for you.
Yeah, I think that's right. Next, let's have a look at platforms. Pepperstone is one of the widest platform choices in the industry, I think. They have MT4, MT5, CTrader, and it's now one of the few brokers that offers TradingView as well. You can trade directly on TradingView charts. And then it's just launched its own mobile trading app, which I know is something that's been in the works for quite some time. The trading app is only available in Australia, South Africa, and a few other markets currently. But I know they're planning to roll it out to Europe and the UK, I think, throughout the year, as the year goes on.
Yeah, I was very glad that they added that to their offering. It was something, it was something that we sort of always noted that that was a little bit of a sort of thorn in their side, I guess, that they didn't have their own trading platform, particularly considering how big they are. And one place that XTB is limited in is in terms of trading platforms. So it only has the one trading platform, which is an in-house trading platform, and it's called XStation 5. But I think it's one of the best trading platforms around, particularly for beginner traders. So it offers many of the same advanced trading features that you'd find on MT4. But the one thing that it does really well is that it has XTB sentiment data directly available on the platform. So traders can view the percentage of traders trading long or short and then on which instruments, which is always nice to see. And then it also has, very powerful charting tools, one-click trading, obviously stop-loss functionality, multiple order types, price alerts, etc. But it also has a real-time performance statistics so that you can evaluate your trading moves, and then you can actually find areas for improvement, which is also very helpful. It's just got so many features. It also has a market analysis tab with a stock scanner. It's got a heat map and an ETF scanner. It's integrated economic calendar. The only downside to the trading platform is that traders can't perform auto or algorithmic trading. So this is why some traders often go for third-party platforms like MT4, MT5, or CTrader. But overall, I would say it's one of the best in-house trading platforms, particularly for beginners. In terms of user-friendliness, getting into trading, XStation 5 it really is one of the best trading platforms around.
Yeah, exactly. So I think what we're saying here is that if you're looking for algo trading, or if you want to get involved with TradingView, which, is something we've covered recently as well. And, if you're a more experienced trader and you want all the complexities that come with these third-party platforms, then Pepperstone is probably a better idea. Yeah. But if you're a beginner or even, if you just don't need you don't want all the bells and whistles complexities that come with the third-party platforms, then yes, go with XTB, because I know, as you said there, you really like it, XStation 5.
Yeah, no, I really would recommend it.
Yeah. So, let's have a look at trading costs now. Pepperstone has some of the best trading costs, the lowest trading costs in the industry. There's no minimum deposit requirement at all on either of its two accounts. And it's got the commission-free standard account where the costs included in the spread. Spreads average 1 pip on the Euro USD, which is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And it's especially good for beginner traders who just don't want to spend time calculating commission costs here. But then my preference with Pepperstone is the raw spread account. This is the Razor account. And it has also, as I said, no required minimum deposit, but spreads average 0.24 pips on the Euro USD, which I think is the lowest average spread we've found at any broker. Is that right? I think it's got to be close.
Yeah, I mean, other than HFM's new account that it's just released. But I've got to get to know that account a bit better before I can actually say that's true.
Yeah, but it's pretty close. There is a commission on the Razor account. Commissions are generally pretty low at Pepperstone, but they do depend. They change depending on what trading platform you're using, the base currency of your account, and your trading volume as well is going to have an impact on this. And then this means it can be a bit complicated for beginners to work out their commissions.
And on the other hand, XTB is very simple. It's got a very simple account structure. So it only has one account, a commission-free account. And the spread starts at 0.5 pips on the Euro USD and average at 0.9 pips, which is relatively low for the industry. And again, there's no minimum deposit requirements. So there's a very easy entry point to that account. But basically, if you're looking for a raw spread account, then Pepperstone is the obvious answer here. But if you just want simplicity, then I think XTB definitely is the better option. And again, beginners might prefer XTB on that level.
Yeah, I think that's right. So let's have a look at education quickly, which it's important to a lot of beginner traders who might be listening to this. Pepperstone has free trading guides. They have a lot of articles on how to trade Forex and CFDs. They've got courses and videos. What I like particularly about Pepperstone's education is they do cater to beginner, intermediate, and advanced traders who know what they're doing. This is also true with its webinars, which are excellent. And all the archives of its previous webinars are available for free on its website.
Yeah, and similarly, XTB also has a very extensive section of educational materials. But it caters more for the beginner to intermediate traders. And it also has libraries of articles, guides. But they also have an account manager that, to help traders set up their trading platform and walk them through basics, which I think is very nice, again, for beginners. And it has videos. But unfortunately, the videos are only for traders with a live account. And then active account holders can have access to weekly webinars, and they get invites via email. So quite similar to Pepperstone, although there's definitely more advantages for live account holders with XTB.
Yeah, no, Pepperstone, but they also have excellent market analysis as well. You may remember that we interviewed Chris Weston from Pepperstone last year, who heads up the analysis team over there, and he's just a wealth of information and inspiration. He's a really huge depth and experience in financial markets. Excellent, an excellent resource. And the in-house Pepperstone research team, they run a regular blog covering fundamental and technical analysis, and so they provide information on market moving events outside of conventional news sources. And they also provide something called a daily fix, which is a day-to-day analysis of events affecting the markets. And finally, they have a weekly Sunday webinar covering the market events and the week ahead. So really a huge amount of analysis to get your teeth into.
Yeah, I would say XTB maybe, doesn't have as much as that, but they still have frequent market commentary, and they have trading ideas in their market news section. And most of this is available to all visitors. And we find that it provides quite actionable trading information. So I really like how practical the information is. But again, some of the premium market analysis materials are only available to live account holders.
Yeah, it's a bit of an issue, isn't it, with XTB? A lot of this stuff is only available to live account holders.
But when you do have a live account, I mean, it really is excellent. It's worth opening a live account.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. So they're not too much to choose between with XTB and Pepperstone here. I mean, I do like Chris Weston. I do like the Pepperstone research team, but as you say, XTB are also fantastic. So I guess it's really going to be about your personal preference.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lastly, we'll move on to customer service. I mean, I think they're pretty similar here. I mean, Pepperstone's customer service is 24/7 in many different languages, email, telephone, live chat, and invariably it's been responsive, polite, and knowledgeable. Fantastic customer service at Pepperstone.
And similar at XTB, they've also got live chats and email assistance, and phone support. But the phone support is the only one that's available 24/7. So if you want live chats and emails, it's only available during the week. But again, it's a nice feature for beginner traders who want to set up on the weekends. And also we found that the agents are consistently responsive and helpful and very knowledgeable. So yeah, I mean, not much difference between the two brokers here either, except the fact that you've only got phone assistance 24/7 with XTB versus, live chats and email with Pepperstone on the weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So look, I mean, overall, both brokers excel across the board, right? But there are some important differences. I think beginner traders are likely going to find XTB more suitable, has that simple account structure, which we talked about, and a simple trading platform that's really easy to use for beginners who are just getting involved. And it has a fantastic education. But then on the flip side, more advanced traders may be more interested in Pepperstone. It has many more platforms to choose from. You can automate your trading. You can use algos. There's, you can get involved in TradingView if you want. And it has fantastic market analysis. And the more experienced traders, I find they tend to enjoy raw spread accounts. They don't mind paying the commission because raw spreads generally have lower trading costs. And again, experienced traders, they know how to calculate their trading costs with commissions involved, so they're not going to be put off so much by that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, I think that was quite a good comparison. Of course, if any of our listeners have any questions about either of these brokers or any other brokers for that matter, please don't hesitate to send through questions. Because we work in this space, we generally know about most of the big brokers worldwide. So please don't be shy to send us any questions about them. We often actually get questions from traders asking whether a broker is reputable or not, and I'm glad we get these questions because our mission is obviously to help prevent traders from getting scammed. So
yeah, certainly a big part of it. Yeah.
So please send through any questions you have about any broker, and we'll be happy to answer those.
Absolutely, yeah. Podcast at fxscouts.com, and we'll put links to both of these broker reviews in the show notes as well, to our Pepperstone review and to the XTB review. So if you want to dig into more detail there, feel free. Superb. And and what are we talking about next week, Alison?
Well, next week we're going to be talking about sentiment trading, which I think is quite an interesting topic. Yeah. We're going to be talking about the pros and cons of sentiment trading and when it's not appropriate to use sentiment in your trading.
Superb. I look forward to it. Have a great week. Speak to you then.
Yeah, you too. Cheers, Chris.
Bye.